Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a story that could change your life or your wallet. Let's jump straight into today's fascinating journey through history, value, and something that might just be hiding in your drawer right now. Some coins are just coins. They clink around in our pockets, land on the floor, or disappear behind couch cushions. But every now and then, a coin is more than just metal. It's a key to a story, a slice of history, and sometimes, a hidden treasure. Today, we're going to look at something that millions once passed around without a second thought. The 1993 South African 20-cent coin. Not just a coin, but perhaps one of the most underrated collectible treasures to ever come out of the mint. For many South Africans, 1993 was a year soaked in transformation. The country was on the edge of democracy. It was the final stretch of a long journey that would see a new South Africa born. But while all eyes were on politics and the future, the mint quietly released a coin into circulation that, at the time, meant nothing more than 20 cents worth of buying power. But fast forward to today, and that same coin could buy you far more than a sweet or a loaf of bread. If you're over 55, maybe you remember the sound of coins hitting the counter in a corner shop. Maybe you handed one of these over for change. Or maybe it was dropped into a jar somewhere in your house, forgotten for years. That's what makes this story so special, because the treasure might not be buried in the ground. It might be sitting in your home right now. Let's take a step back for a moment. What makes a coin valuable in the eyes of collectors? It's not just age. It's not just rarity. It's the story behind it, the condition it's in, and the demand it creates among those who recognize its worth. And the 1993 20-cent coin checks more than one of those boxes. For starters, this coin features the Strelitzia flower, commonly known as the crane flower or bird of paradise. Designed by the celebrated engraver Tommy Sassine, the flower seems to dance across the face of the coin, delicate but powerful, just like the country it represents. On the reverse side, it proudly bears the South African coat of arms, and of course, the year, 1993, etched firmly into the metal. But it's not just about the design. It's about timing. The moment it came into circulation was no ordinary time in South Africa's history. By 1993, the world was watching South Africa with bated breath. The apartheid regime was breathing its last, and the country was on the brink of becoming a democratic state. As the political winds shifted, so did many of the national symbols, including currency. That's why coins from this time carry more than just monetary value, they carry emotional weight, national pride, and historic significance. But what sets the 1993 20 cents apart from others? Why has it become the talk of coin collectors and treasure hunters alike? You see, not all coins from 1993 are created equal. While many were struck and used, only a small portion of these coins were minted with the fine details, weight consistency, and quality that collectors drool over today. Some had minting errors, minor imperfections invisible to the average eye, that today turn ordinary coins into once-in-a-lifetime finds. Errors such as misaligned prints, off-center strikes, and faint inscriptions can skyrocket a coin's value. They are the kinds of things most people wouldn't even notice unless they were looking closely. But if you have one of these variations, even in slightly worn condition, you're not holding 20 cents. You're holding a fortune, and here's something that makes this coin even more unique. While other collectible coins are often kept in coin albums, passed down in pristine condition, this 20 cents piece was a workhorse. It was used in everyday life. That means far fewer high-quality, clean, well-preserved versions have survived. Most were scratched, bent, lost, or melted down. That rarity is what collectors chase. Let me ask you something. Have you ever checked your old purses, drawers, tins, or boxes for forgotten coins? If you haven't, it's time you did. Because someone like you, a man who lived through those years, who remembers the rhythm of life in the 90s, is more likely to still have a coin like this tucked away somewhere. Not because you were collecting, but because you lived it. Now imagine sitting on that old recliner in your lounge, flipping through a box of change, and realizing that one of those coins is worth more than some people's monthly income. It's not just exciting, it's empowering. There's another reason this coin has become so hot in recent years. The global rise of digital auctions and collectors' communities has created a massive surge in coin trading. More eyes mean more value. Coins once seen as common are now being re-evaluated, especially in regions where political and cultural history adds a deeper layer of meaning. South Africa is one of those places. And 1993 is one of those years. Collectors overseas are especially keen on coins from transitional periods, those moments when a country stands on the edge of change. This makes South African coins from the early 90s incredibly attractive. They're not just coins, they're symbols of freedom, struggle, and national rebirth. And the 1993 20-cent coin fits this profile like a glove. There's a kind of silent thrill in knowing that something so small, so ordinary, could be worth so much. It speaks to a generation that values the tangible. You remember when things were built to last, when stories were told over a cup of tea and not a text message. You understand value not just in money, but in meaning. And that's why this coin matters to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it really possible? Could a simple 20-cent coin from 1993 really be worth that much today? The answer is yes. A confirmed sale of one of these rare 1993 coins in top condition recently shocked the numismatic community. The final value? A staggering 90,000 rand. That's right. 90,000 rand. From 20 cents to 90,000. That's not inflation. That's history, rarity, and timing all colliding in the palm of your hand. So before you leave, take a look around your home. Dust off that old drawer. Open that forgotten biscuit tin. You may just find one of the most valuable small treasures ever minted in South Africa. And remember, always check before you chuck. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe now. More hidden gems, more untold history, and maybe even your next unexpected fortune, all coming soon. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.